What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Chevy Nerd. Now, we're going to have some fun today and look at something a little bit different, okay? Now, here, we're going to be taking a look at Chevrolet's version of the electric car. This is going to be the Chevrolet Bolt. Stay tuned for the Chevy Nerd and the Chevrolet Bolt. See you soon. So, lovely day out here in Colorado, and I wanted to go ahead and share this with you because I think this is going to be my next purchase when it comes to a vehicle, okay? So, rightfully so, if I want to be called the Chevy Nerd, I want a nerdy card. But what this is here is the 2019 Chevrolet Bolt. Now, the cool thing about this car is this is going to be a 100% full electric car with some really cool, neat features and quirks that I think you're going to like. Let's review it today and take a look at it. If you have any questions, leave them on the comment section below. Give me a call if you have any other questions as well. I'll try to go ahead and answer as many as I can down in the comments. If you have been watching the Chevy Nerd and you haven't subscribed, I don't know what the heck you're doing. But subscribe today, hit that notification bell, and if you have any other questions, you can always reach me on my Facebook. Go on to the comment section below, write me your questions, I'll answer what I can there. Let's just have fun. Let's go over this. So right here we have the 2019 Chevrolet Bolt. Taking a look at the exterior here. I do apologize, there's a little bit of wind going on today, but we'll try to make it work as best as we can. But right over here, this is going to be Chevrolet's answer to the electric vehicle. This is going to be more of that sporty look, hatchback style, really giving you quite a bit of cargo volume on there for a small vehicle. And it really does have that flashy sport look to it. Now, this one's pretty cool because it's going to have that matrix color on there. It's going to have that nice gray matrix look to it. Kind of gives it an edge to it. Now, this is going to be the premier model. The Premier model is definitely going to offer quite a bit more luxury inside, as well as a couple other components in the exterior. If you take a look, you're going to have that nice upgraded wheel right over there. Really gives it that sporty edge look to it. Okay, you're going to have a little bit more of those side chrome moldings on the side there. Okay, but this guy here is Chevy's electric vehicle. Now, this guy here is designed to give you a total distance of 238 miles with a 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, which is awesome. So this is definitely going to be one of those cars that you're going to be driving. It's going to be fun, it's going to be peppy, and it's going to save you some money when it comes to fuel economy. So something like this, you'll be able to plug in at home. With multiple options for charging. You're either going to have your standard charging connection port, you can go up to your 220, and then depending on how you want to go ahead about this, you can always add a charging station in your home. Okay, now this guy here, let's take a look at a couple of its features. Right towards the front here, you're going to have your connection port. Your connection port will look like this. And this is where you're going to go ahead and plug in for power, okay? Depending on the connection styles that you have, whether it's a fast charger or a standard charger, you'll be able to go right on there, okay? Now, obviously, depending on the charging styles, you're going to have results such as, you know, an overnight charge to more of a 6 to 8 hour charge. It all depends on the charging connection ports that you have. And we'll cover that in a later video that kind of goes more into detail on charging electric cars. So this guy right over here is going to be the Chevrolet Bolt Premier. This one's going to be stickered at red at 43 and 945. So this is kind of the top dog when it comes to a fully equipped version of this vehicle. Let's take a look and see inside what it has to offer. So stepping inside, first thing that we take a look at here before we come in is we're going to have that nice, easy passive entry with the button here. This allows the vehicle to unlock or lock, as well as looking into the mirror here. You're going to have that blind zone detection on both sides. So really cool stuff to take a look at. Climbing inside, we're going to have that nice luxury look inside with the nice appointed leather and stitching right on the side here. Perforated seats to go ahead and have a little bit better breathability. Okay, equipped with Bose sound system there. And right inside, let's close this door here. We are going to see the interior of the Chevrolet Bolt. Now, as you can see here, that's going to be on the left-hand side my my battery life. Okay, what's remaining. Okay, and on the right hand side you're going to see the kilowatts that are being used at the moment. Okay, I'll explain these two later. We're actually going to go ahead and take the vehicle out for a quick spin to show you a couple features. Okay, and then right here is the power that you're using, and down here is the power that you're regenerating. Really cool feature that we're going to touch on a little bit later. Okay, so on the Premier models, you're going to have quite a bit of safety components. You're going to have things such as your forward collision, your lane keep assist to make sure that you're staying on the road, a couple extra creature comforts such as your steering wheel, your heated steering wheel, standard Bluetooth features for your iPhone or Android phone. Now, right over here is your USB connection ports, auxiliary there, a little pocket there to go ahead and place your phone on there. On certain models of this, there's going to be a wireless charging component, so as soon as you slip that in, your phone's going to charge. And right over here, you're going to have the electronic precision shift. This is a really unique shifter. It's kind of what everything's moving towards nowadays. So we'll cover this in detail too. We're seeing a lot of the Buicks, Cadillacs, and now the Chevrolet Bolt moving to this shifting. Okay, right down here, you're going to have a couple of little areas, little cubby power port there. And right onto your dash, this is going to be your home menu. Really cool stuff. Let me cover a couple things here. You're going to have your hazards, your sport mode. Sport mode enables a little bit more stiffness into the steering, and as well as allows a little bit additional performance. Right over here, you're going to have all your adjustments for your music, audio, skips, your home button for your screen here, which right now, this is the home area. So it looks a little bit different than some of the other menus. We'll definitely cover this in a little bit more detail as well. To the right hand side, your air conditioning. This is set up for automatic. You'll see the temperature there. We're at 69. We'll go ahead and bring it up so we can make sure that it's a little quieter. We'll put it right at 72. You also have your option for heated seats. Okay, and it kind of tells you where everything's kind of geared to. So the cool thing about this menu system is that it automatically displays certain things like your FM, your Bluetooth devices, as well as other things. Oh, I accidentally clicked on that. Let's hit cancel there. So as soon as I clicked on that, it opened that little menu. But each one of these is an application that you can go ahead and run. And you can customize this at any time, and you can add whatever application you want. These are some of the frequent ones, such as your radio. And this is kind of a little information portion for the for how your energy is being used. So it kind of divides it so you can start keeping better track of how your energy is spent, which is a really neat feature right on here. You can go on to energy. It lets you know the different styles of energy, whether flow, charging information, or options for your battery there. Okay. If we click on flow here, it kind of lets us know how the vehicle is using the energy. Now, a really neat thing is that this is pretty accurate here because the battery is actually right underneath here. So the entire portion of the vehicle has that battery underneath, and it's neatly tucked away, but you can see that it has that option there. Now I'm going to move the car for just a little bit. So I'm going to put it into drive. So as soon as I put it into drive, we see that energy heading right towards the front of the vehicle. Pretty neat stuff, huh? Now we're going to go ahead and hit park here. So that kind of shows you how the energy is being distributed. Now the cool thing is sometimes you're going to see energy coming from here right back into the battery, and that's going to be called regenerative braking, which I'll go ahead and cover those here shortly as well. Now within the technology, there's quite a bit more stuff to this. There's also things like Apple CarPlay. Right over here on the premium models, you're going to have a top-down view when it comes to your backup camera. So you're going to have also a front camera there. So as soon as we hit drive, you're going to see the front portion of that. And please excuse this little thing there. That's just kind of the sticker that's there. We haven't taken off. But you can see as soon as I go into reverse, it flips the camera. Go into drive, it flips the camera to the front. But it's a really neat way to go ahead and make sure that things are good. It uses cameras on both mirrors there and here. They're underneath there. Okay, so it projects an image down, uses the front rear cameras to kind of give you a picture of the surrounding there to create that little image. The cool thing about that is it's great for tight spots, parking spots, anything like that. It works out really good, and it really gives you a little bit better options of your surroundings too. Now let's take a look at one other component that's really awesome, and it's this guy here. Okay, this guy here is obviously designed to look right back there and take a look at what's going on in the back. Now for a lot of us that when we travel or when we move around, we typically sometimes may load that up a little bit too much back there where it blocks that area. Okay, so for example, right now my big head and camera is right in the way. So if I needed to go ahead and take a look at something that was there because it's blocking it, whether either you have pets moving around in the back or your luggage is there, you can flick this guy here and it shows you a display of the rear. It's freaking awesome. So I'm going to put it into drive real quick. Please don't do this at home. So as soon as I'm driving, you can start seeing that I can see a lot of the rear of what's going on there. So that's the heading towards the dealership there in the back. But it really shows us a live view of what's going on in the rear. Pretty neat stuff. A lot of other vehicles in the Chevrolet line started adapting this, as the 2019 Silverados and the Chevrolet Traverse and a couple other models. So keep an eye on that for your next technology upgrade. Okay. Now, really want to cover the shifter here, and this is how it works. It's pretty simple. So you're going to have a side button here. Okay. So to go into drive, I simply follow the directions here. I pull down and drive. All I have to do is press this button, I pull down, and now I'm in drive. Okay. Now, if I want to go into reverse, I follow the instructions. I go up and to the left, press the button, up, left, and now I'm in reverse. Now, if I simply want to park, I just click on park, and I'm parked. Pretty user-friendly. At first, it might seem intimidating, but it really isn't. It's super easy and super fun to get used to. Okay. You're going to have your automatic brake here. Okay. And other than that, that really kind of covers the vehicle itself. Now, we're going to be doing a little quick drive here. And so, like I mentioned before, this is going to be one of those vehicles that, and yes, don't worry, I'm not driving anywhere where there's people. There's a little parking lot here. So I want you to pay attention to, as much as you can, the speed that I'm going, okay, and right next to it, the regenerative capability right on there. So for example, right now, if I give it some gas, what you're going to see is that on the right hand side, sorry, it's a little bumpy there, you're going to see the amount of kilowatts that it takes to drive this car. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit more juice here. I'm going to get into an open area. So this is going to be a little bumpy, so please kind of hang tight there. So I'm going to give it some juice here. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So you can definitely see how it uses quite a bit more. Okay. Now, I want you to look at something that just happened there. and I'll kind of cover it again. We're going to do that same test. Now I want you guys to notice that on the bottom of this, right in here, you're going to see what's called your regen. So check this out and see what happens when I apply the brakes as I am picking up speed, and then I'll apply the brakes. Here we go. So what happens is when I apply the brakes there, it goes into the opposite end of the spectrum and it goes to regen. So it gets to the point where I can regenerate based on my braking. Now there's 3 ways to do that. Just your standard pedal. So right down there, you're going to have your pedal there. Yes, you can make fun of my style of shoes. So once you hit that brake pedal, it goes into hands and it activates regen. But there's a couple other ways to do it. Right behind here, there's going to be right behind this area here, there's going to be a button there that's going to be used for regen. This guy here allows you to also slow down your vehicle and use more of that speed for regenerative braking. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that as I drive. One more time, I'm going to pick up speed here. I'm going to switch hands here as I hold my phone. And don't worry, we're doing this in a safe area. So my hand's ready there, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up that speed. Ready? Go. So all of that, I pressed that, and we saw that we got up to 31 kilowatts of regenerative power. So that is all brought back right into the battery. So it's brought back to be used for later on. So this is a great way to go ahead and keep a lot more charge into your commute. I've sold a couple of these already, and I've had comments from multiple of my guests saying that this vehicle really has an awesome way to use regeneration, because they've actually been able to get up to over 300 miles per charge, which is awesome because they're using that regen capability. Obviously, we don't make that claim on our Moroni sticker because we want to make sure that you understand that it is from not using regenerative braking or anything like that up to 238 miles. Now, I want to show you one other option here, which is one pedal driving. So you're going to shift down here and into your low gear. Now here, what's going to happen is I'm going to take my foot off the brake. Okay, and you're going to notice that I'm not moving. Okay, so this is called one pedal driving, and what this means is as soon as I apply some gas to the vehicle, we are going to be moving forward, and depending on the pressure that I give it, it's going to go. Okay, but as soon as I take my foot off the brake, it's going to go, and it's going to go into regen. Or sorry, not my foot off the brake, my foot off the I want to call it gas, but it's not gas, but my foot off the electric pedal. So you're going to see me push it here. So I'm pushing it there. Pushing it there. And I'm going to let go. And you're going to see that the engine brakes itself there. Now, the whole purpose of this is basically as soon as you apply pressure onto that pedal, you're going to start going. But as soon as you slowly start letting go off the pressure, you're going to start slowing down. So this literally translates to exactly what it's called. It's called one pedal driving. So instead of using the brakes or anything like that, we don't have to. You can just simply start slowly letting go off your pedal, and it'll brake. The awesome thing about that is that it focuses back onto the regen. So let's head over here and drive it a little bit more. And as you notice, it's a super quiet ride. So right now I'm on one pedal driving. And if I just want to slow down, I just simply start letting loose of the pedal, and it automatically starts stopping me. If you completely let go of the pedal, you're definitely going to have a little bit more of that kickback when you're putting it into there. But what that's going to do is it's going to help you gauge about how much of the pressure that you release from it to your braking. So you'll get used to it as soon as you start kind of letting off that electric pedal. All right. So this is what is the electric car. Now, right now, I'm also kind of backing up and reparking this car to where I initially grabbed it from. So I'm parking it here. Now the cool thing about this model too is that it's going to have those, not just do we have that backup camera, but it's also going to have backup sensors. So the backup sensors kind of let us know what's going on and what's around us as we're backing up. Okay, so this right here, you saw a little exclamation point. It's going to show us everything around there, the cars next to us. And this is where you can see that on the side, it kind of helps you out, keep an eye out for everything near you. Okay. So we're going to park it here. Let's see here, put it back into reverse, even it out with this other car, and hit park, and we're good to go. Now, this is the Chevrolet Bolt. Now let's take a look one more time. We kind of looked at the features of the vehicle. We're turning that off. It kind of gives you a little review of the information, average used, so on and so forth, of our trip. So it really focuses and gets you involved in, you know, just keeping an eye on how you're driving your vehicle. Really cool stuff. But let's take a look around a little bit more. We obviously saw a couple of things for the driving components, but let's go take a look at a couple more things such as the rear and how this is more functional for everyday use. So it is a 4-door sedan. You do have them about 6 foot tall. I didn't adjust the seat, so 6 foot tall, 6 even. I haven't adjusted it at all, so this gives you plenty of space back here. So definitely quite a bit of room. So although it looks small, it does pack a punch when it comes to cargo. USB charging stations in the back for your guests. Okay. And we're going to go right back here to the rear. This is your 2-camera system here. If you remember that rear vision camera that I showed you, this is where it's getting those. This guy here ejects water over here to clean those out, which I thought was kind of neat. And towards the back is going to be your cargo area. There's this little cover here to kind of cover your belongings there. You can always take it off right here. And then right underneath, you're going to see a bunch of cloths that for some reason we're storing here in height. Well, that's a blooper. You're going to have some of the mats that come with it. You're going to have additional storage, and then you're going to have your equipment under here for any form of spare. When it comes to the, well, in this case it's not the spare, it's going to the run flat units. So it does give you quite a bit of storage down there. But that there, guys, is the Chevrolet Bolt. All right. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I love making videos like these, so if you also like them, please subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. That way you can stay tuned with all the videos that I post up on there. Once again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I'm here in the beautiful Grand Junction, Colorado, here to help out with anything that I can. At any point, if you want to get a car here through me, just feel free to come in and ask for the Chevy Nerd or ask for Joel Soria. I'm here to help you out. All right, you guys stay out of trouble. Bye.